man, I was sitting right here and I felt that if for no other reason, I should drop another little video, right? Because shit pops up on YouTube and I'll be watching different things, right? And so this cat 600 pops up on my YouTube channel, on my YouTube feed. So I start to watch this cat, right, man? In the past, man, I haven't agreed with some of the things he said. And I see that he's making a video every single fucking day about C-Mac, about cripmac, right? And cripmac's, you know, downfall, basically being incarcerated, going to the feds. And there's a lot of stories out there, man. Everyone's talking about, you know, cripmac is going to get 10 years. He's going to get 3 years. And, man, my prayers are with that cat. You know, I hope that he's able to bubble back and bounce back. And I've done videos in the past where I've suggested, man, I felt that some of the people that he kept around him were maneuvering him. You know, we're maneuvering him the wrong way. You know, when you got a homeboy that's a little bit slower than others, you're easily able to manipulate his moves, right? You know, and you could do it with just a common, you know, a quick little, and he goes that way. Because people that are not of sound mind and not thinking clearly or can't really think for themselves, you know, and this is to no way belittle fucking C-Mac. He's a grown man, you know. At the end of the day, man, every grown man makes his own decisions, right? But again, you know, the circle you keep around you, you know, they're going to influence you. And so I know he keeps several individuals around him, man. China Mac, who I got nothing but respect for. I've said it before. You know, I feel personally that China Mac was leading him in the right direction. I know at one point in time, man, it did kind of look like China Mac was trying to utilize him for the grip. But at the end of the day, man, China Mac's been doing this for a long time, even prior to C-Mac, you know, doing his thing. China Mac's been known. You know, he was doing these Vlad TV interviews and these no jumpers and things like that, you know, way before he even got in touch with C-Mac. So, you know, having done time and being around the other car, man, you guys got to understand that cripmac does have Polynesian blood. He is Samoan, right? He does have Samoan blood. He's black and Samoan. So, man, I could see where China Mac could gravitate towards that other car, man. You know, being Asian and the Samoans, man, they click. They kick it in prison. That's just how it is. So he was trying to help his other brother out, you know, his buddy Woody. Now, at the same time, this cat 600 pops up and you know, he's testing the abilities of China Mac, basically slandering China Mac's name, saying China Mac, you know, is, you know, using cripmac. And man, look, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know this guy's 600's trip. I know he's been, you know, there's a lot of people saying a lot of bad things about him. And I'm not one to sit there and gossip, right? But I'll say this, you know, this guy, he sure, something's fishy's going on, man. What do you guys think? Because at the end of the day, it's like this, man. If you have someone's best intentions and you want them to do good, and you have the frame of mind to guide them that way, man, why would you always be constantly on the internet, you know, basically belittling this guy or threatening him always with, well, you're under contract, or if you don't do it like this, or I'm going to get at you, Holmes, like pressuring. You ain't Suge Knight, homie. You ain't Deboing nobody. Straight up. It's a trip. A lot of these things this guy 600 is saying, man, you know, a lot of people take him with a grain of salt, but I'm really, really looking into this cat as far as, you know, what the fuck is going on with you? You know, you see someone that you worked with, someone that you had some type of bond or friendship with, incarcerated, and he says, man, he means well. He says, man, that he hopes that cripmac does good and he hopes that cripmac gets out. But at the end of the day, man, you know, it's come to a point now with these videos every day where he's just utilizing his name to get views, you know, to get clicks. And I understand as a content creator, man, we're going to go with what's hot. We've all done videos. You know, we've all went maybe overboard or one video too many on certain cats. That's just the way the game goes, man. We're all trying to get a bag. We're all trying to win. But at the same time, you know, this guy, it seemed, you know, this is his camarada. This is his friend. This is supposed to be his brother, man. Contracts, all that weird shit, you know, oh, you work for me. You know, that's that slave ownership type mentality, man. You know, you work for me, like, or you're up under my contract, up under my wing. Stop that bullshit, man. Because at the end of the day, everybody has a backstory. Everybody has a history. Everybody has some type of dirt going on. And, you know, when you start to go on the internet, man, and fuck with someone's popularity and disrespect someone constantly and play both sides of the coin, then people are going to start to focus on you, and they're going to start to trip, and they're going to start to dig. And when they start to dig, they're going to find some mud up under that dirt. There's always some wet mud somewhere. And that's just the way it is. Now, I don't have no issues with this guy 600 other than I'm like, what the fuck's going on? You know, Crip Mac gets locked up, whether it's for a fucking ghost gun, serial numbers missing, bullets, ammunition, whatever's being said. It is what it is, man. I'm sure, you know, as a grown man, he got himself in the mix. He can get himself up out of the mix. Now, I heard 600 saying something that I did agree with. One thing that I've ever agreed with pretty much was the fact that Crip Mac is constantly, you know, screaming out Crip and Hoover destruction, and he's gonna go in a Crip and come out a Crip. And yes, them 3-letter boys are listening. Yes, you know, there are people that are monitoring the airwaves. That's true. So, you know, when you go in there with that type of mentality and you're showing guns and you're talking about it, you know, the world is watching. You have to watch what you do. You have to have enough intelligence, and those that are around you are supposed to lace you up in the game and let you know exactly what time it is, homie. They're supposed to be like, hey, look, bro, you know what I mean? I know you're a Crip, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Let's Crip. Let's whisper, right? But, you know, C-Mac has always struck me as a throwback Crip. You know, I seen one podcast where a guy was like, man, in the 80s, 90s, Crip Mac would have fit right in. Absolutely, man. That's when it was, you know, everybody was talking and you know, they were taking out the B's, using the C's. And Crip Mac's kind of old school like that, you know, and that's not just because he's fully dedicated to that. That's because, you know, that's his mentality, man. Come on now. We all know what's up. You know, this Vato found the Crips and just latched on and went all out. Now, I don't deny the fact that this Vato knows how to do time. He'll go in there and do his thing. Feds are much different from states, so whatever happens, happens. But when you got this guy 600 constantly, you know, milking his name and milking him, it's just a trip, you know. I don't know what's going on with, you know, I remember when I did subscribe at first to Crip Mac, it was C-Mac the Loke, and now I'm finding out that 600 took that, you know, took his YouTube channel away from him and is utilizing it. I don't understand that, Humps. I don't, you know, how can you steal somebody's YouTube channel and use that and expect people to tune in and turn up? It's just not what you do if you're a friend. If you have this guy's best intentions in your heart, then it seems like any increments or any bread that you make off that YouTube channel should be immediately forwarded to Mama Bear and to him. So, you know, he has children on the way. You know, he's in several different relationships, right? Or whatever he's got going on, man. You know, it's a constant battle in my mind of thinking, you know, what kind of friend is this truly? You know, this guy 600, man, he's been, you know, whatever his drama is with Big U and within his hood politics and all, that's Crip business. That's their shit. You know, that's black business. And I've been told many times, stay the fuck up out of black business, brother. All right, well, shit. So I'm scared, can I still say black and brown? A little bit. All right, well, fuck it then, eh? Black and brown, that's it, right? I'm still going to do me. Got a lot of homeboys that are real Crips, man. Shout out and respects to the real ones. This guy 600 just strikes me as a different, I've never seen a Crip like this in my life. Someone who's constantly at odds and battling with his own people continuously while maintaining he's an active general population type guy. You know, most actives and GP Crips I've ever been around move smooth with a purpose. They ain't never been the type to just run their neck constantly and disrespect people and use their own homeboys. You know, I understand, man, brothers move differently than Mexicans. Let's just keep it real, okay? With Mexicans, there's a lot of canalismo and a lot of love. Until you fuck up, then you have nothing coming. Then there's a lot of knives and a lot of fucking being called garbage. That's it. That's what you're going to get with Mexicans. You're either going to get a burrito or a taco. And that's it. You don't want to get a taco if you don't want one. Because if you understand what I'm saying, right? Sorry, no tortillas. But when it comes to Crip and business, any Crips that I've ever done time with and been around, they've always been with that business, homie. Especially the ones from LA, the LA Crips. Now, I know the Northern Crips and the LA Crips move a little bit differently, and they do have two different styles and swags. Respects to both because both move with a smooth purpose. But at the end of the day, every LA Crip that I've been around, man, they don't do that internet shit, man. And that's why, you know, when I see 600 doing this and using people, and, you know, one moment you're mad and the next moment you're not. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. You know, this is like that Suge Knight complex where you're trying to be that person, be that big bad guy. But at the end of the day, man, everyone sees right through that bullshit. You know, you're trying to be a roast beef sandwich just when you're really baloney. It's crazy. Now, I'm not trying to stir up controversy or pick a fight with this cat because I don't know him, man. The only thing I know about him is he fought as a boxer. He lost boxing. That's all I know, right? When it comes to, you know, I know a while back he was going back and forth with Cowboy, and he was going, you know, he was going back and forth with Brick Baby for a second, and then he didn't tell, and then he told him. There was just too much going on, right, for me to keep up with. You know, I don't watch no Pumper anyways, so fuck that. But I will say this, you know, this every day doing a video trying to keep us updated about Crip Mac, homie. Your word is not gold, homie. It's not legitimate as far as you don't have this guy's best interests at heart. You know, going on his channel live and smirking and laughing about it like you done deboed and punked someone, man. You done took advantage of a cat that you know can't think for himself all the time. At the end of the day, I wish Crip Mac a full-fledged strive, homes. I know that guy's going to go into the feds, going to get embraced and do his thing. Okay? If he wants to holler Crip to his fucking lungs collapse, homes, that's on him. You know, to me, that guy gets a whole lot more love than this supposed active Crip, man. You know, every time I go, he pops up on the screen or on the channel, and I'm looking, man. True, that motherfucking lives, all 54 people in there be going in, right? And I'm just wondering who this character is, man. Where'd he pop from? What bush did he come up out of under? You know, what weeds did he crawl from? Because, man, it smells like skunk weed. It's something fishy here. You know, for those of you that tap in with the guy and know him a little bit more better than I do, man, let me know what it is with this guy. You know, why does he feel the need to one moment, you know, embrace and show love to Crip Mac while at the same time hating? You ever notice that? I've been around people like that, man. You know, it's all love, but in the meantime, in between time, it's constant hate. It's a lot of hatred going on, huh? It's weird. Just some weird shit, man. Some gay ghetto shit I don't like. You know, as far as this guy's personality, it doesn't mesh good with mine. You know, but again, who the fuck am I and who is he? You know, as far as, you know, this guy doing what he does and saying what he says about Crip Mac, man, I'm going to be totally honest with you, man. The only updates that I'm going to take with credibility and say, yeah, this is what it is China Mac. And the reason so is I seen him in China Mac, and I seen China Mac guiding him to a better light, to a more proper way of living, man, to showing him things and exposing him to things that he never did. You know, that's what you do for a homie. You know, that's what I used to do for Donnie, myself, Rojo, all of us used to do for Donnie back in the days, if you guys remember, Big Don Dizzle, right? Burbujas, you know, Donnie Bubbles. We knew the homeboy wasn't exposed to a lot of things, so we were trying to guide him, at the same time look out for him. Now, there was a lot of people that hated on that fact, man. A lot of people that thought that we were trying to manipulate or utilize this guy, when at the end of the day, homes, people forgot, you know, that still to this day we're friends. I was just trying to, you know, help him out and encourage him to be better. We had fun. We had a lot of fun. But at the same time, there was never no hatred there. There was never no belittling or disrespect. Everything that we did together as brothers in arms, man, and moved forward. And that's what real ones do. So when it comes to 600, man, look, man, as a subscriber to Crip Mac and as someone who watches and respects this YouTube shit, I'll say this, man. You know, let that shit go, bro. You know, you done fucking deboed this guy out of his channel. And now you're going to sit here and read, you know, manuscripts and say that everybody around him was fucking with him, and this is, and blaming people. You know, that's this shit, bro. You're blaming people because he got incarcerated. The fact is, he's a grown man. If he had a strap on him, he had a strap on him, homie. He got pulled over, he got snatched up. That's what it is. That man was smiling and grinning, and when he made that phone call to China Mac, not to you, bro. He called China Mac from jail. See, if you're so close to him and so ingrained and you're his peoples, why the fuck he ain't call you? Charlie, homie, he called China Mac. And he told China Mac what it is, man. And I could hear in his voice, yes, he was a little sad, you know, to be incarcerated. Who isn't? But at the same time, man, he's already abreast and aware enough, man, to just do your time and do what you got to do. That's what he's doing, man shit. You know, nobody wants to be locked up. It ain't cool to be locked up. You don't get no fucking brownie points, or you're not the cool guy because you're locked up. But I'll say this for sure, man. When you're locked up, how you conduct yourself and how you present yourself, that's what makes you a man. That's it. Like I said, man, that kills the conversation right there. Why the fuck he didn't call you, 600? Again, I don't know this guy's 600, man, and he's probably going to do a video and get all mad about this. Hey, look, or say, man, I don't give a fuck about this Mexican. That's cool. At the end of the day, man, I'm just saying, come on, bro. Enough is enough. Stop it already. Okay, cripmacs in the Fed. He's going to the feds. Fuck it. 3 years or 10 years. Who cares, man? At the end of the day, man, we wish him our best, and that's what it is, man. And ho, 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 and Merry Christmas and all that shit. Suge Knight 2.0. With that being said, man, hey, I already know, man, people hate the fact that I could just get on here and speak my mind, but I'm going to continue to do so, man. Fuck it, man. I ain't trying to get in the cheese man and start drama, because I ain't really with the drama, man. I'm just calling it like I calls it like I sees it. I'm calling it for reals. You know, damn, if you've ever tapped into this dude's channel, man, he says C-Mac more than C-Mac says C-Mac. It's a trip, man. You know, as far as him being around Adam and cats like that, well, fuck Adam, you know what I mean? But again, man, hey, all business is good business. If he was making bread off that dude and they were winning together, well, fucking so be it. That's on him, man. If it pays his rent, I can't be mad at him, Holmes. Right now, I'm about to turn my heat on because I'm cold than a motherfucker, Holmes. Hey, I've been battling with the fact whether I'm going to turn the heat on or not, because guess what? As a grown man, I have to pay my bills and I can't afford it. Anyways, with that being said, gente, just ranting and raving, man, and fucking with it. You know what it is, man. Hey, respects to everyone. I don't know this dude 600, like I said, from a cold cup of coffee that a wood wouldn't even drink, right? But I will say this, and this is a fact, man. Damn, bro. You know what I mean? Fuck. You did more C-Mac videos than China Mac did. And they got a channel together. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming. And remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the strive to struggle, the struggle to strive, man. Hate it or love it. See, Mac was on top, and you going to grind, homie, until the phone call stops. Hey, he didn't call you, though. Bang, bang.